Are you ready to live your best life? Do you often feel like your world is crashing in around you and it's struggle just to breathe? Do you often feel like you're living a lie, going through the motions and pretending to be somebody else so that you can please other people? If so, I know exactly how you feel. In fact, this is how I spent most of my life. I was struggling from one day to the next and pretending to be somebody I wasn't just to make other people happy. My name is James and this is the Serenity Journey. Thank you for joining us here. Our channel is all about helping you find the pathway to inner peace. Over the last few years, I went through this really deep, dark depression because I was trying to be somebody that I wasn't. I was trying to live up to society's rules and trying to live by a set of rules that didn't resonate with me. And today, I'm here to help you find the pathway to inner peace. Inner peace is something you have to find within yourself. And that's what I want to help you do. I want to help you find a sense of fulfillment and love and compassion for yourself and for other people that won't necessarily always fit in with our culture, but it's going to make you feel like you're at peace with who you are. I spent most of my life living to please other people. I'd put a smile on my face and pretend to be happy and use all the normal social platitudes to let people know that I cared. But I was miserable on the inside. I felt horrible about myself. I didn't feel like I was living up to my own values and my own strengths. I was just living to tell other people what they wanted to hear. This led me to a deep depression where I withdrew from the world and even my own family. And I spent time going into solitude and silence and being completely and totally alone. I was at the lowest point I'd ever been in my life. And I knew I had to change. I knew I had to change so that I could live with myself and that I could better serve other people. I've always felt a desire to serve people with my life, but I couldn't really do that because I wasn't at peace with who I was myself. As I went into this, I discovered 5 pathways that lead to inner peace. And that's one of the things that I'm here to share with you today. I'm sharing with you the journey I've been through in the last year and a half or so as I went through my own pathway to finding inner peace. See, I've been studying personal development, spirituality, energy healing, psychology, all these things for 30 years. But I struggled to implement the things that I had learned in my own life. And I struggled to really understand how they all fit together and how to live from those things. And as I started understanding these 5 pathways to peace, I started making all these pieces of those puzzles I've been studying for all these years fit together to understand really what brings us to peace in our lives. I think it's one of the most important transformations you can make is to make your own peace with yourself your highest priority. After all, you can leave your family, you can leave your friends, you can change every other relationship you have in your life. But wherever you go, no matter what you do, you always have to be with you. So you need to find peace with yourself in order to really feel fulfilled and live the life that you were born to live. There's 5 key areas of life that I think that are the 5 pathways that lead us to inner peace. And as I've discovered each of these 5 pathways myself, I've been able to start formulating an idea of what it takes. And I've been doing this myself. I've been talking to people as I've been through this journey myself, and I've been helping other people start finding their own pathway to peace. And I started this channel to help people just like you who want to find a greater sense of peace and compassion for themselves and with the world around them. So if you want to do that, today I'm going to share with you the 5 pathways to inner peace and how you can start that journey yourself. So the first pathway to peace is understanding that we have to embrace self-awareness. Self-awareness is absolutely essential to living your best life and being able to find inner peace within yourself. As we start delving into consciousness, we understand that there's 7 key levels of self-awareness, and I go into that in a lot of my other videos, and how we can raise our consciousness up to levels of self-awareness so that we expand our consciousness and we expand our ability to experience life. We all came here to experience all of these levels of consciousness. Some people try to avoid certain levels of consciousness because they think it's bad or it's not good. I want you to embrace each one of these levels of consciousness and accept that we will experience them at different seasons in our lives and at different levels. So in our other videos, we're going to go through how you can experience each of these levels of consciousness in your life. The second pathway to peace that we're going to talk about is embracing your past. See, we're born into this world with a certain sense of awareness. And as we come into this sense of awareness in this world, we start to take on the experiences and wounds of other people around us. We're influenced by our teachers, our parents, our peers, all these other people. And all the limitations that we have in our lives come from those early experiences. And so as we start to embrace our past and we heal those wounds from our past, and especially the deep-seated traumas, then we're able to evolve out of them, and we're able to move into a higher state of consciousness and awareness that allows us to find a sense of peace with ourselves and a greater sense of peace. But we have to rewrite the meaning we give to those past experiences and create a new awareness of what they mean to us and what we can do moving forward. The next pathway to inner peace is embracing compassion. Compassion and living from a place of compassion is misunderstood by a lot of people. Most people mistake codependency with compassion, and they're distinctly different. In fact, the pathway to compassion is about eliminating codependency from your life. And this is part of the journey I've been on for the last several months. And it's not something that I'm perfect at yet. In fact, I don't think any of us are there yet. We're in a culture of codependency. If you look at the news, if you look at a lot of the things that are going on in the world, it's really a codependent mindset. But it's also codependency extends beyond just our relationships with other people. A lot of people think of codependency. They think about, their relationships with their spouses, with their peers, with their parents, because this is the way it's taught. But we can even have codependency with objects, with things. And these codependent relationships is part of why we struggle with those areas of our lives. So we have to learn how to break free of those codependent behaviors if we want to truly experience compassion. Compassion always starts with the inside, and if you want to really experience compassion for others, you have to first experience it for yourself. One of the greatest mantras in my life is, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm better now than I used to be. And this comes from a place of understanding honesty with myself, knowing where I am in my journey and where I want to go, and having compassion for myself and allowing myself to be on the journey instead of at the end. So many people are focused on the results instead of the journey. It is all about a journey, a process of healing and growth that we continually go through. And the work's never done, because the more we learn and the more we grow, the more we realize we need to learn. We're going to walk you through some of the steps to embracing compassion in your life and continuing this cycle of growth as you continue going forward. The next pathway to peace is embracing your life's purpose. We were all born for a reason. We all came here to bring something into the world. We came to learn something. We came to share something. And this is kind of one of the things that we're here to understand. I personally believe that everything in my life, all the turmoil, all the struggles, all the chaos that I've been through in my life was to teach me this pathway to peace so I could share it with other people. I truly believe that this is my alignment with my life's purpose, the content that we're sharing here. That's why I created this YouTube channel. That's why I create my blogs, all my emails, the newsletters. Everything that I do is about sharing this pathway to peace with other people just like you. So once you find and embrace your purpose, you're going to find a sense of fulfillment and purpose and passion that's going to drive you through your life. It's going to draw you through the turmoil, through the difficult times. It really is the path of least resistance to creating the life that you desire. And that leads us into the next piece embracing your intentions and living and manifesting your intentions in your life. I've been studying the law of attraction since about 1995, and most people teach it wrong. Most people are teaching that it's all about manifestation of stuff, and I get it because they teach it because they're trying to meet people where they're at. And most people are focused on what they have, what they get, the results that they have in their lives. But when you start realizing that the law of attraction is more about feelings and emotions, and it's about manifesting intentions and not physical things, then you start to really understand how the law of attraction works in your life. And so we have a whole series of videos coming out on the law of attraction and how to manifest intentions and how to set intentions, how to hold your intentions, and how to manifest those intentions in your life and manifest feelings rather than things that you think. If you think about it, most people want the things that they want, the better relationships, the money, the cars, all that stuff, because of the feelings they think those things will give us. This goes back to what we were talking about, embracing compassion and codependency, because they have a codependent relationship with money, with cars, with things, because they think those things are going to give them the feelings that they're really looking for. So as we embrace these ideas into your life, you're going to find that you are able to create the life that you really desire and become a deliberate co-creator of the existence that you live. So I started making this content on this channel as well as on my blog at jamesmpruitt.com, where I'm starting to help people embrace this pathway to inner peace. I just released a book on my blog called The True Self, which is going to break down the 5 pathways to inner peace, how to find that alignment within yourself and start on the journey to inner peace. You can find the link down in the description below to jamesmpruitt.com/true self. You can check out the blog, and if you're really ready to start, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click the little bell notification so you get all of our latest updates on this pathway to inner peace as we bring out more videos to you. If you're ready to get started on your own pathway to peace, I recommend you click right here. This is going to take you to our series we just did on the Serenity prayer, which is a great place to start as you start finding your own pathway to peace. That entire playlist is a series of videos that walks you through the 5 key principles in the Serenity prayer and how to implement those things into your life and start living from peace and serenity. I hope that these help you. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you on the journey.